You alright? Trying to switch your head closer. You okay? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, I can do this. Look there.
Good morning. It is Saturday the 8th of February and it's the morning of race day. Race day being the Kielder Dark Skies 11-mile race. Oops. I thought this would be a good time to pick up the camera and start filming because for the first time in a long time I'm doubting myself for this. Normally I'm in a good spot where I'm confident I can just crash through 11 miles and and be okay with it, but this last couple of weeks I've been battling with a calf injury, and I genuinely don't know if I'm going to be able to run this race without stopping, which is never a bad thing, I get it, but for me I've always been a big advocate of just like getting through it one way or another, and if I have to walk, I have to walk. If I have to just battle through, I'll battle through. If I have to DNF, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So for today, for the return of a runner's ramble, I'm going to have to change that name, I think. What do you reckon? Do you think I should change the name? Put in the comments if I should change it or not. If you're watching it, if you got this far, type in spaghetti. Dear God. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to document today. Anyways, first things first, beach walk. Perfect beach walk, perfect conditions, and this sound, it's just the best. You come here and have a think and just have a word with yourself about why you're doubting yourself, especially for today, and then you realise you come here and you realise just you got nothing to worry about, pal. It's one of my favourite spots here in Shields. If you live in South Shields and you come along here right next to the groin, it's unreal, especially when it's so calm like this. It's just so calm. I think I'm going to be alright for today. I'm not very good at the whole nighttime pre-race prep. Like, me kit's in me bedroom, I'll show you that before I leave. But it's the food aspect, I'm not very good at it. I don't know what I should be eating, how much I should be eating, when should you eat. Nighttime races just really throw me off, where like a morning race, like your Great North runs and your traditional half marathons and 10Ks and 5Ks and park runs, I could get up, have a porridge, off I go. So for me it's going to be like just snacking. So my kind of setup for tonight is so we'll go for like during the race. So these are for during the race, so that'll be 4, 8 and then after. And then this will be straight afterwards. These are actually quite nice, by the way, dinky. Not because they're only 88 pence in Asda, but because they actually are quite nice. So for snack-wise, wholemeal bread rolls with, I think there's pumpkin seeds in there, with either chocolate spread or peanut butter. And then I'm just going to snack on some rice cakes and just keep drinking some water. That will be consumed tonight, by the way. So in the meantime, I'm just going to make sure I've got everything packed, which I'll show before I leave and get set up. Good news is that the calf hasn't reacted to the beach walk. Hopefully that's the same case with Kielder, and I've just started to come to the mindset of just like, maybe just, you don't have to run it all, just enjoy Kielder for what it is. It's a lovely place, lovely spot to run at. For the time being, it's just watching some YouTube and just doing some business stuff, side hustle stuff, so heel turn media, and keeping hydrated as my kitchen's getting done out, so everything's a bit of a mess. So we're here, we've made it, we're at Kielder. It is a glorious evening, as you can see. Look at the views, man, unreal. Got my number, 31. Only 5 years out from the actual age, but you know, we'll let that one slide. It's a couple of rookie mistakes before leaving. Definitely didn't put on any Vaseline, that's going to hurt in the morning. Didn't bring a bag to put all my shit in, so I'm going to have to just get changed here, find light relief in terms of a urinal, and then cool down. But you know what I mean, when you've got views like this, you can't really go wrong, can you? So I'm just gonna get changed. Does anyone else carry pins in the car on a permanent basis? Learnt that lesson from the Valentine's Day race. Always have pins. Cool story, bro. Any doubt that I had going into here, it's just went up a notch. Not just with the calf stuff, I just feel uncomfortable. Now I don't know if that's because I'm struggling mentally, because I'm not running with the running group, or me brain's just like, nah, you haven't trained for it, so you're not going to do very well. I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? I'm hoping I can just get my head down, get through it as best I can. It's all I really can do. You know, mind over matter, as Kev would say, walk Kev. And I can really do is give it a good go, can't I? I feel okay, it's just 11 miles is a long way for someone who hasn't trained for like nearly 2 weeks. That's the kind of mental battle I'm struggling with at the minute.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy, Kay.
Good luck, everybody!
Well done, folks.
Cheers, thank you.
For a while.
I know you might not be able to say as much with you, but I just figured I'd check in and just admit how many fucking demons I've had to fight during this run, where I've wanted to turn around after a mile out, nearly dropped my headphones off, taking them out and putting them away, dropped my bottle, lost a gel, anything that went wrong or could have went wrong is, but I'm fighting through. The calf isn't reacting so far, it's just my toe, but other than that I'm really proud of myself for just persevering, climbing, going through, pushing through the mental barrier. It can be done. It is a mind over matter kind of thing, and it's just, I think to my face there, that's better. Look, I'm only less than 4 miles out. I can do this, and I will do this. Please, please, please.
Well done. Are you alright? Trying to switch your headphones off. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, you can do this. Look there!
So it's the morning, afternoon, day after. I don't know, my brain's just not working. I'm still feeling it a little bit. I'm very tired. I feel like I've been hit by a bus. Legs, everything's a bit sore. Everything's sore. Quite scary, because that's the first time I've ever experienced hitting of the wall like that. I've sparred with it a couple of times over the 10 years I've been running, but never really experienced it like that. And it was quite scary. Now, I don't know if it was due to poor nutrition. I'm not very good at trying to get prepared for an evening race. I'm not a fan of it, because you've got that whole day to try and like burn off time and what to eat, when to eat, how much you should eat. How do you do it? Pop in the comments. Just how do you cope with evening races? I'm just not a fan. I don't think I'll be blading race aside. I won't be doing any more like that. Like, definitely more traditional running of like getting up on the morning, having a porridge, and then just cracking on. Because then I know I'm fueled at that point. Whereas I've got to try and I was just so confused, just not very well prepared on my behalf at all. And I could have went to a shop and got like pasta and stuff. Yes. But at the same time, small part of me was like, well, I don't want to waste energy. Do you know what I mean with this? I'll get to what happened after mile 8. I'll just try and give like a quick run recap, just to talk about how badly I ran that. So between the start and mile 3, 5k, wasn't feeling it. I was mentally checked out at this point. I didn't want to run it. I wanted to go home. Headphones were falling out. I dropped my bottle, so there was warning signs of how well this was going to be. Leading up to it, I just wasn't feeling it, and maybe I should have pulled out when I hurt my calf a couple of weeks ago. But being stubborn and just being me, I just wanted to push on, persevere. I picked up after my first gel after 4 miles, and I have my gels at 4, 8, 12 increments if I'm doing like a half marathon, for instance. So I had one at 4 and one at 8. And after the one at the 4th mile, I was flying. I picked up a little bit, managed to get a bit of consistency in terms of my time. Cold coffee's rank. And once I got like to the turnabout, because it was like a very like a turnaround up kind of climbing. It was like it felt like I was doing this. It was like I was climbing stairs, but like on a hill almost, if that makes sense. And once I come downhill, I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to be fine. And I had some water, picked up again, but then I got to mile 8 and something wasn't quite right. I don't remember making that clip about struggling. And just admit how many fucking demons I've had to fight during this run. I don't remember it. I don't remember pressing the record button. So that was probably a good sign. And then just after that, it just went downhill. Like, my legs stopped working. Like, do you know when your legs you've got nothing left in your body or your legs? That was a new experience, and I didn't know how to handle it. Now, for me, it was like, don't you dare stop. But then at the same time, my body was like, can you please just stop, because something's not right? But I just persevered, and then I got to the 8th mile, had me gel, and I thought, right, you're going to be fine. Once it kicked in a little bit, I thought, okay, here we go, and then mile 9 hit. And that's when shit hit the fan. The guy who ran past and gives his jelly babies saw this. One of the reserves, Corinne, I think it was, said, are you okay? The temperature plummeted, so my hands were cold. I was getting cold. Now, I don't know if it was shock. I don't know. I don't want to come across over dramatic or like I'm not for the fucking this for clicks and whatnot. I'm not. I just want to try and tell an actual story that actually happened and not like try and generate the views because it may or may not happened. I just want to tell a runner's perspective of going through the wall. So once I got to mile 9, I thought, come on, I've got a little bit of legs here, and I had the jellies, had some of my jellies, and then got to mile 10, and that's when it just went to shit. Scary. Started crying. Cried twice. I don't know why. It just emotion, body just done in. I was watching the clip back, and I actually got tearful again when I was watching it back because it was just like fucking hell breaks. You don't know. I don't know what planet I was on at that point. But once I sat down, made calls, done the rounds to everyone to make sure that was okay. Sat in the tent for about an hour just to try and like get my head around things, and then I was out, gone. And drove home, and I don't really remember much of the drive home, if I'm honest with you. Whether it was just down to just exhaustion, adrenaline, shock still. Probably shouldn't have drove, but I felt fine in myself too. Got home safe, and I just like had a hot chocolate from McDonald's, and then I had some leftover pizza, and then what else? And then I just went to bed and just crashed immediately. I thought I was going to be up for the night. Nah, I was up at like 8 o'clock this morning. In terms of an experience of going through it, not out of 10. Do not recommend. Anyways, hopefully that was an insight. In terms of video content on here, I've decided like just for running wise, I'm not going to train for a couple of months at least, so I don't know in terms of content on here what I can do yet. maybe just sort of like film like a week by week progression of how I'm doing in terms of the gym, which I will not be filming, by the way, because I'm not one of those filming people. I don't want to be Joey Swald, if you know who he is. I figure it out, but you know what it is, I felt like I wanted to pick my camera up for the first time in a long time and just film something. If you've got this far, type in beans. Don't know why. Actually, no. Type in jelly babies. That'll be quite nice. But yeah, that's about it. We'll see. If you want to subscribe to the channel, do it. If you want to give it a like, do it. It's given subscribe vibes. But if not, don't worry about it. But thanks for watching. If you got this far, hopefully see you in another video soon, or sooner rather than later. In the meantime, have a good